don't know about you tonight, but somebody may be crying, but I come to let you know that God can. Good evening. Good evening to you. Good evening. Good evening. Come on in, tag, share, invite someone. I promise not to be before you long on this evening. Come on in and welcome to Wisdom Wednesday. I'm going to wait a few minutes. Come on in. Let the song meditate and speak to your spirit, speak to your heart, speak to your mind. Come on in. If God delivered Daniel, guess what? He'll do the same for you. Believe that. Welcome. Come on in. I'm going to wait another minute or so. I don't want to delay you, hold you long on this evening. It has been a day, in a week. Welcome. Tag someone. They may can't look at it right now. They can come back and watch the after or the after it's posted. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Trials are just a test. Just a test of your faith. I'm going to go ahead and begin because it has been a long evening. Welcome, long day, actually a long week, but welcome to Wisdom Wednesday. For those of you who don't know who I am, I'm Dr. Perkins, Dr. P, and Coach P. Please forgive my voice. That's why I canceled it last week. I was kind of under the weather. My allergies have been bothering me after 4 years. I lost my voice and it's now starting to try to come back. I'm not at 100%, but I did not want to postpone or cancel Wisdom Wednesday for this evening, especially with so many things that are going on, so many things that are hitting individuals' households, so many things that are happening at a place near me, near you. There's been so many things that are going on, you know. When I tell you there's so many things, so I know many of you are going through many. Even in my family, we have had death in our family, and then I've had someone that's close to me that got a let's say a report from the doctor that, you know, but all is well. And so in that, with a lot of things, those things that are going on, my last week and a half have been, and so we all go through and we go through differently. So I won't be up here long. I just come this evening to give you a word of encouragement. And like I said, I apologize for my voice. I'm just now trying to get it back. And Lord knows, I know it's going to be back. The enemy has been busy. He's been busy. There's a lot of things that's going on that he really does not want us to be able to grasp, to achieve, to even propel and go forward and move into. But let me tell you something, the devil is a lie. What God has said that you was going to do, you will do. There's no devil in hell that can stop what he has prepared for you. And when I tell you he has been busy, he has been busy. Whether it's things that we have caused on our own, or whether it's trials and tests that are coming to prune us, whether it's things that are coming to try our faith, life is happening for real. And it's happening to all of us. But you got to remember to hang in there. You got to remember to hold on to those things that God told you in his word. Death is going to come. Bad doctor's report's going to come. You're going to experience many losses, not just death, but any type of loss that will cause you grief. Your children may be acting wayward. You may got a report on your job that you didn't like. People leaving leaving your life. Opportunities that doors were closed on opportunities that you wanted. But let me tell you something. I came back here this evening to tell you to hang in there. Don't you quit. Be encouraged with what you're going through right now. If I can be truthful, today was a hard day. I cried off and on today because, as I told you, someone that is very dear to my heart. And some things are going on. And that's the human side of me. That's the real side. But at the end of the day, when I know what God says, God is a healer. When I know that He says that He's a provider, I know that He said no matter what the doctor's report said, He is Jehovah. Listen here, He's Jehovah Rapha, and He's also Jehovah Jireh. He meets all of our needs. And we got to understand that even though human things going to happen, even though turmoil is now going on, that God is the great I am. He still reigns on the throne. There is inflation going on. Gas prices are high. Whatever the case may be, listen, these things are not new. Nothing is new under the sun. We're just now witnessing what's going on, and it's according to His word in the Bible. You got children going against their parents. You got husband and wives that are at odds. You got believers that's turning away from God. You got people who are lovers of themselves, and the lust of the flesh is overtaking them. You got people that got their own motives and not caring about God's people. You got so many different things that are against God's word that is happening worse. You got wickedness that has increased. But let me tell you something, even in all of that, even with all the sin that's on this earth, God still reigns. God is still in the blessing business. God said He never leave us nor forsake us. God is still doing a thing. Blessings come even in our low points, just as well as our high points. We got to continue to praise Him, even though it don't seem like it's nothing going on. Continue to pray, even when you feel like you don't even have the words that you can want to say. Just moan. Do you understand me? Lift your hands and tell Him thank you anyway. Because guess what? Many things could be another way. Let me tell you something. Many things can be another way. But I encourage you on this evening to hang in there, and not just for yourself, but for other individuals. There are people that are watching you, that are looking at your strength, that's trying to see how does he do it? How does she still hold her head up when I know hell is hitting her house, or hitting her children, or hitting individuals that's close to her? How can she still hold her head up when being dogged out, doors being closed, money looking funny? How can she still, or he, hold her head up? You know why? Because God still sits on the throne. And I trust and I believe God in all circumstances, not just for myself, but for those that are attached to me. And can't no devil in hell change my belief. I'm going to tell you, like I told somebody earlier, this is war. Anytime that I see the enemy getting rampant, and it's getting that it can get closer and closer and closer to home, I declare war, because it's a spiritual warfare that we're going in right now. He's trying to take people off course. He's trying to send all different kinds of distractions. He's trying to do anything that he can to take us off the course that we're supposed to be on. Some of you are just giving up. I talked to someone earlier today when I was doing a consultation. And I know it's rough. Some people are taking care of their elder, whether if it's their husbands, their children, whether their children might have some type of disability. That's a whole nother thing. Listen, it's hard out here sometimes in these streets, y'all. Just because people wear a smile on their face don't mean they're not going through. Just because they act like things are going through, those will be the people who got a lot of stuff going on, killing themselves, suicide rate, depressed, popping pills, battling addiction, drinking alcohol. Whatever the case may be, you got to stop judging a book by its cover. And even when people don't open up to tell you, just lift up prayers. Just say a prayer for your brother, your sister. I'm encouraging you. You don't know what's going on. Doctors, hospitals are being full. They sending people, and those doctors and nurses and RNs and LPNs and CNAs and workers in the hospital. Everybody is being overworked. In the mental health, everybody is being overworked in this season. The government don't want to pay no money, but everything else is going up. There's racism that's going at an all-time high. You can say what you want to. Racism is still here. It's still here. You can let it be the elephant in the room if you want to, but it still is rampant on this earth. And we cannot be believers and act like it's not there. We have to face it at the forefront and do what we need to do and educate more and stop having and carrying hate in our heart because it's not right. It's not right. Racism is not right. It's not. And we need to stop training, teaching our children, if that's you that's watching this live, to hate other races. Everything that happened in history is real, it's factual. And people are still being healed over things that happened over 40, 50 years ago. Those are rooted issues. And we can't be oblivious to what is really has went on and what is still currently going on, no matter who you are. We have to stop, get over it, and provide some solutions. Even when it comes to these individuals and these educators and people that's in these schools and different things, grant them some grace and some mercy. They got children too. They want to go home to their children. They got children that need to be taught and need to be loved and all these other things. Educators, that anybody that work in the education system, hang in there. Anybody that work in the mental health system, hang in there. Anybody that work in healthcare, hang in there. Stay-at-home moms, hang in there. It's a lot going on. People that's dealing with a lot of sickness and that's hitting their body, hang in there. Pastors and leaders who succumb to back going to the world and feeling like they're not needed, not worth it, and all these different other things that's coming back. You hang in there. Turn back from your wicked ways. Know that you're worthy and He has purpose still for your life. Hang in there and understand the battle is not ours, it's His. We got to stop always trying to be the strong one and want people to think that everything is everything and this, that, and the other. No, it's okay to be transparent. It's okay to show that you're human. It's okay to show that you go through too. It's okay, but don't waddle in it. Don't waddle in it. Get up, rise, take up your bed and follow Him. With the baggage, follow Him. With the loss, follow Him. With the bad report, follow Him. With the people that's been dogging you out and turn their back on you, take up your bed and follow Him. When it look like things are not happening like you want to, when your money looking funny, take up your bed and follow Him. There's too many resources and too many people out here for this world to be like it is. But we got to remember, we got to do our part. We got to do our part. We got to take life by the horn. And I know it can be hard. It's not easy at all. But there's so much help. There's so many resources. Every day, somebody is contacting me in my inbox. Sometimes it gets so overwhelming because I'm only one person. But if only I can just help one. If I can just help one. Even with my own life, my own family, my children, my grandchildren, I still thank God that I'm allowed to balance. And when I'm get overwhelmed, I shut it down. But I won't quit. I'm not going to give up. There's too many people depending on me. And until I leave this earth, because I love people, I don't care who don't like me. I don't care who talk about me. They gonna talk. Let them talk. Long as they talking out there, they not in. I don't care. You can say whatever, but you don't know the hell I've been through, the hell I go through. You don't, but I won't give up. I choose to hang in there. I choose to continue this fight. I choose to continue this work. Hang in there. Don't you quit. Don't you give up. Don't you allow life to beat you down. Even if you have the smallest bit of faith, that's all you need. Allow me to be your beam of hope, to tell you you're not alone. There's people who love you, who care about you, and who want you to win. I'm one of those. I want you to win. So nevertheless, even in this, you hang in there and don't you quit. Don't you give up. Put that bottle down. Put those pills down. Take that gun out your hand. Know that you are loved. Remove self-doubt. Remove lack of worth out of your mind and change those thoughts. May God bestow abundant blessings upon you. May He change your thinking so it may change your walk. I stand in a gap praying for you this evening that you hang in there, that you don't quit, that you don't be overtaken. For the battle is never ours, but it's the Lord's. Be blessed. Know that you are loved. And I'm celebrating you because your latter shall be better. And if God did it before, He can definitely do it again. God bless you. Until next time on Wisdom Wednesday, be encouraged and hang in there.